Let us know cinema. Let us know Girish Kasaravalli, the acclaimed director of Kannada language. Girish Kasaravalli, born on December 3rd, 1950 in Tirthalli, Karnataka, is one of the main figures of new Kannada cinema of the 70s and 80s. In 2003, he was honored in Rotterdam as filmmaker in focus. Many of his films explore individual traumas and tragedies against a background of collective aberrations. He has won several prizes in India. Kasaravalli's film Gulabi Takis has been named Best Indian Film at Ocean Cine Fan Festival in 2008. Kasaravalli has won the National Award for Best Feature Film Award 4 times and was awarded Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award by Government of India. His main films are Avashesh, ಅನ್ಯ ಗತಶ್ರದ್ಧ ಮೂರು ದಾರಿಗಳು ತಬರನ ಕಥೆ ಬಣ್ಣದ ವೇಷ ಕ್ರೌರ್ಯ ತಾಯಿ ಸಾಹೇಬ ಹಸೀನ ನಾಯಿ ನೆರಳು ಗುಲಾಬಿ ಟಾಕೀಸ್ and many more. Kasaravalli, a ferocious reader who counts the works of Kota Shivram Karan, Kuvenpu and U.R. Anantamurthy among his major literary influences, began corning one cinematic marvel after another, which today's at the 2020 film Illidilare Allige Hogalare. Kasaravalli's genius and special focus lay in his innovative and illuminative rumination of the women protagonists, ever championing the women's cause as also other social political issues of the times his films were made and reflected upon. Kasaravalli's familial history and upbringing positioning him in a particular social milieu and touches on his cultural and political exposure, which is reflected repeatedly in the characterization of the key elements in his films. Kasaravalli's love for literature, ignited by his father's passion for books, which is seen in the very acclaimed novels that he has based his films on, and the harsh realities of literary and political movements fighting against the caste system, untouchability, and exploitation of the poor that formed backdrop to his youth in the 1970s, shaping his beliefs and perceptions in locating themes for his films. There is a gradual progression within a single film of Kasaravalli in developing caste disparities, so also there is a forward movement in the way he treats caste issues from one film to the next. For example, such disparities were seen at their severest in Gatashraddha, in which Katira is a non-entity serving only as a utility to the upper caste. There even children practice caste discrimination. The moment of caste politics strikes Yamuna, playing itself out along the lines of crime and punishment of the defaulter, whereas the film narrative ends on a gloomy note. The visual narrative hints a possible degeneration of such rigid regime in the disappearance of the vanity. In Bandadavesha, the caste discrimination ruins the career of an ambitious young man. Through an individual's fight against caste dominance, the lower caste see revolt as a possible solution to such discrimination. However, a violent revolt does not solve the problem for the protagonist because it does not bring about a change of heart in the upper caste. In Thai Saheba, caste distinctions are still prevalent, but they are gradually being diluted and barriers being broken because the change comes from within the system which discriminates. The change is accompanied and strengthened by the oppressed groups. With the new thinking and value system of Narmada and Nanu, outcasts can hope to live in dignity. Narmada and Nanu go beyond their contemporary social norms and base their actions on compassion practiced by Narmada and justice and love. Gradually and to a certain extent, modern egalitarian ideas proliferate through society and distinctions based on the caste around the way. Through his films, Girish Kasaravalli states that people like Narmada who have emancipated themselves are willing to give a chance to others to live in dignity. For over 4 decades, Girish Kasaravalli has been fulfilling Satyajit Ray's prediction that the future lies in Kannada cinema. Like other filmmakers of his generation working outside the Bollywood mainstream, Kasaravalli has focused on injustices and inequality perpetrated by the caste system, Brahmin orthodoxy, and patriarchy, as well as by crowded corruption, a ruinous push for gentrification, and unprecedented disruptive global forces in the new India. Yet, his films can never be reduced to protest art. Rather, his extraordinarily diverse body of work is marked by a consistent attitude toward cinema's need to raise questions rather than to provide answers. In films that range from experimentalism to lush historical drama to an inventive cinema verite, Kasaravalli allows viewers to explore on their own terms the singular worlds he creates. 70 plus and still going strong, committed to the cinema with a cause, is Girish Kasaravalli.